It's 72 for 4. Chris Lewis moves into Arjuna Ranatunga. That's 2 wide, and that is 4 runs. What a magnificent shot.
Well, it is a good shot, and it is a ball with far too much width for the batsman. Throw the bat at the ball, but I'm curious here why Chris Lewis is still bowling.
And that will be 4. Very fine leg glance.
I think that probably just clipped the thigh pad a bit. The batsman tried to leg glance it. Just going down there onto the thigh pad, yes. And Alex Stewart couldn't save the 4-leg buys.
And I must say we've been very well treated. The ladies of the bowling club served up a magnificent lunch for us, and also provided us with a bit of local history. And for those Middlesex fans and Arjuna is going, and he's left his partner for dead. Tilakaratne has been run out, with Ranatunga pushing his partner off for the run. So another wicket goes down for Sri Lanka.
Tilakaratne run out for 4. Sri Lanka now 5 for 91.
Push it into gully there, where Robin Smith runs in very well, and a great throw on the turn on the run there. Ian Botham does the rest, and Tilakaratne is a yard out at least, and made his way very slowly back to the pavilion. The score is 91 for 5.
The 2 men not very far apart, Illingworth and De Freitas, perfectly bisected there by Ranatunga, and that boundary takes them along to 98.
Yes, and that's a good shot. Pierced the fielders down there, and again Derek Pringle just straying down the leg side. Straying down the leg side, and as we've seen throughout this Sri Lanka innings, they've picked up the ball extremely well over the leg side, and generally it's disappeared into the boundary.
And he's collected that nicely. Got it away from Graham Hick in the outfield. And that's a good over for Sri Lanka. Ten runs off that over. Ian Botham is going to continue. We're in the 26th over, and we've got one coming our way. There's a line just in front of the fence, and it'll be interesting to see what the call is here. Some of the crowd are signalling 6. Derek Pringle is saying, I don't know, because there is a line there. And so the umpire has quite rightly signalled 4. If the fielder can't tell, there's no way in the wide world for the umpire to tell.
Yes, I don't think it'll be long before Ranatunga had a little go at Ian Botham, and he certainly did that delivery. And a very good reply there from Both. Line and length. Ranatunga trying to run it down to third man and nearly getting an outside edge.
Robin Smith definitely seems to have more power in his throwing on this tour than he did last time they were out for the Ashes series.
And That's another wicket. The umpire wasn't quite sure. Ian Botham certainly was, and the wicket-keeper. And that's Ranatunga going, caught Stewart, bowled Botham. Having a big heave there, trying to hit him out the ground again. And Ranatunga trying to not look at the umpire, but the umpire not particularly interested in giving Ranatunga out, caught behind off Ian Botham. And the score is 119 for 6.
Thank you, Ian. Good moment for Richard Illingworth to bowl. He always hit it over. Chris Lewis didn't see it, I don't think. I think he picked that up. Alex Stewart had to shout. Chris Lewis, yes, there he is. He started to go the wrong way, actually. He instinctively ran. He knew the ball was coming, but he didn't quite know where. He ran right. It was left of him. By the time he turned back again, it was too late. Oh, that's another big hit.
And that is out.
Well, it's no good hitting them if you hit to a fielder. Certainly was hit cleanly in the middle of the bat. Good field insider England, good catches. And Philip De Freitas, one of the best movers in the team. You hit it out in the deep and he's there. There's a pretty fair chance that he'll catch it. Goes up high. And he moves quite easily to the ball. Look at that, beautifully caught, positioned, balanced.
It's 123 for 7 now. There we go, straight back over his head, and one bounce over the line for 4. It's a lovely little chip shot. 139 for 7.
That's a good catch. A lollipop slower ball, a real change of pace, and it worked nicely for him. And he was very active there in coming forward to take the catch.
Yes, it just slipped out right up in the block hole, and the batsman really got drawn in hook, line and sinker, and that's a very athletic catch for a very stiff Dermot Reeve, really. He's always trying to loosen his body up. And the score is 156 for 8. Obviously enjoying his first bowl. He's been very tidy so far. And I think that also is very important, the fact that the guys, people like Gladstone Small, who came in when Chris Lewis was injured and bowled extremely well at Adelaide. And I think that's very, very important. All the guys that have been called upon to come in to replace people have actually come in and done a very good job too.
Get it?
I would think that probably at some stage or other Gladstone will get another bowl in the World Cup as well. I would think that England... Chance for Robin Smith, and he's got it. Comfortably caught, so a wicket now for Richard Illingworth. And as we just mentioned, everybody contributing in this England effort.
Yes, Richard was just dragging it down, and a bit of turn there again, and that's why it's gone to where it has, to Robin Smith at backward point there, and he takes a very good running catch. And it's 158 for 9.
Smith bowled Illingworth nicely. It's now 9 for 158. Wickramasinghe is the last batsman.
Nearly for Alex Stewart, but not quite.
Yes, a great effort there by Alec. He got a half a glove on it. And he's made a very valiant effort, and it's just hit the thumb of the glove. But a very fine effort again there from Alex Stewart, who's kept very tidily again today.
That's nicely hit. And he's given him, so that ends the match. A slower ball from Dermot Reeve right on line. And Dermot Reeve having a tremendous World Cup, picking up 8 wickets now in the competition. And as we said before, all England players contributing. That's a well bowled slower ball right on line. That's the one out of the back of the hand. He's like Hines. He's got 57 different varieties, Dermot Reeve. But he pitches them all pretty well. So a very conclusive win to England. And they are playing very confidently. And with a match to come against Zimbabwe and 9 points on the board, they are certainties for the semi-finals.
Well, another great win there for England. Little disappointment, I'm sure, for the Sri Lankans. They've done so well in this Benson Hedges World Cup competition that maybe one has to say, well done, superb, when you think they've only been recent qualifiers over the years to play in the international arena. So England then go on their merry way. They've now got 9 points from their 10 matches. The only one, as I said earlier, that they've dropped was the one against Pakistan, when they got Pakistan all out for 74 and then had to share the spoils because of rain. Let's have a look then, shall we, at the log. A very interesting position. There it is. And New Zealand, of course, well and truly up on top. England's next match is against South Africa at the MCG in Melbourne. And one, of course, hopes that perhaps that will be another marvellous day at the MCG for, on this occasion, South Africa. Because, of course, they've got 6 points from their 5 matches so far. And India and I think West Indies might well end up being the sides one's got to really take a very careful look at, because they look as though they might have a better run in. Remember, of course, the West Indies have got to play against Sri Lanka. But, of course, a little later on, and that will be just after about 1:15 tomorrow morning, it's a case that we'll be showing that very, very important game for South Africa against Zimbabwe, and that's being played in Canberra. And I've been speaking there during the course of the last 24 hours, and they tell me it's absolutely baking hot. But then again, of course, it's only about 4 or 5 kilometres is Canberra from the edge of the desert, so it's not affected at all like it was in Brisbane by the coastal plateau that causes a lot of problems. The rain comes in very quickly. But in Canberra, you can be rest assured, I think it's going to be a nice, hot, dry day.